Internet. Internet, interconnected network, is a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses a protocol called the Internet Protocol (TCP) or IP to link to billions of devices all around the world. This carries a vast range of information. The exchange of information has led to an improvement of the standard of life for many people across the globe. Although the Internet was widely used for academic purpose since the 1980s, its commercial use incorporated its services and technologies into virtually every aspect of modern life. Cool fact: the Internet took just 4 years to reach its first 50 million users. History of the Internet. The Internet originated with US government, which began building a computer network in the 1960s known as ARPANET. ARPANET is considered the first known group of interconnected computers. This system was used to transfer confidential data between the military. This data sharing technology was then opened to educational institutes in the United States. The system was replaced by new networks operated by commercial Internet service providers in 1995. The Internet was brought to the public on a larger scale at around this time. Major features of the Internet. World Wide Web is a part of the Internet which supports hypertext documents, allowing users to view and navigate different types of data. Email is the most popular reason people use the Internet. You can create, send, and receive email messages in a fraction of a second. You only need an email program and an account on an Internet mail server. News includes tens of thousands of news groups where each news group hosts discussions on a specific topic as per the user's interest. Telnet is a specialized service that lets you use one computer to access the contents of another computer using a Telnet host. File Transfer Protocol (FTP) is useful for finding and copying software files, articles, and other types of data. Instant messaging is a service that allows users to communicate over the Internet, just as if they are having a face-to-face conversation. Cool fact: the first email was sent in 1971. Blogs. A blog, short for weblog, is an online journal or website displaying information in the reverse chronological order, with the latest posts appearing first. It is a platform where a writer or even a group of writers share their views on an individual subject. Blogging can be seen as a form of social networking service. Indeed, bloggers not only produce content to post on their blogs, but also often build social relations with their readers and other bloggers. A typical blog combines text, digital images, and links to other blogs, web pages, and other media related to its topic. The ability of readers to leave publicly viewable comments and interact with other commenters is an important contribution to the popularity of blogs. In education, blogs can be used as instructional resources. These blogs are referred to as edublogs. History. The term weblog was coined by John Barger on 17 December 1997. Until 2009, blogs were usually the work of a single individual, occasionally of a small group, and often covered a single subject or topic. In 2010s, multi-author blogs, MABs, emerged, featuring the writing of multiple authors and sometimes professionally edited. Cool fact: the short form blog was coined by Peter Merholz, who jokingly broke the word "vblog" into the phrase "vblog" in the sidebar of his blog peterme.com in April 1999. Blogger. In recent times, bloggers have become famous for various reasons. It has become an alternative career or job to many. A blogger is someone who runs and controls a blog. He or she shares his or her opinion on different topics for a target audience. People maintained blogs before the term was coined, but the trend gained momentum with the rise of automated published systems. Purpose of a blog: connecting to audience. As a business, you rely on consumers to keep buying your products and services. Without blogging, your website would remain invisible, whereas running a blog makes you searchable and competitive. So, the main purpose of a blog is to connect you to the relevant audience. Sending quality leads. Another purpose of a blog is to boost your traffic and send quality leads to your website. The more frequent and better your blog posts are, the higher the chances for your website to get discovered and visited by your target audience. Build a brand. A blog also allows you to showcase your authority and build a brand. When you use your knowledge for creating informative and engaging posts, it builds trust with your audience. Great blogging makes your business looks more credible, which is especially important if your brand is still new and fairly unknown. It ensures presence and authority at the same time. Blog structure. The appearance of blogs changed over time, and nowadays blogs include different items. But most blogs include some standard features and structure. Here are common features that a typical blog will include. Header with the menu or navigation bar. Main content area with highlighted or latest blog posts. Sidebar with social profiles, favorite content, etc. Footer with relevant links like a disclaimer, privacy policy, contact page, etc. Blogs and websites. The following table highlights the difference between a blog and a website. Blogs, websites. Blogs need frequent updates. Blog owners update their site with new blog posts on a regular basis. Static websites, on the other hand, consists of the content presented on static pages. Static websites owners rarely update their pages. Blogs promote perfect reader engagement. Readers get a chance to comment and voice their different concerns to the viewer. Readers can only read the content but cannot comment on the same. Blog contains publishing date, author reference, categories and tags. Static website pages do not have any of these items. The content on a blog has the potential to offer something new each day, week or month depending on the blog owner's publishing schedule. The content on a static site will not change from one visit to the next. Cloud computing. Cloud computing means that instead of all the computer hardware and software you are using sitting on your desktop or somewhere inside your company's network, it's provided for you as a service by another company via the internet. You probably use different cloud-based applications every day. You are benefiting from cloud solutions every time you send a file to your colleague via the web, use a mobile app, download an image, binge a Netflix show, or play an online video game. All these services are stored in the cloud and exist in some digital space. OneDrive, Google Drive, and Google Keep are popular examples of cloud computing software and apps. Uses of cloud computing. For enterprises. For businesses, the cloud has the potential to transform operations as well as cut costs. Offices running computer networks would no longer have to deal with software installation for each computer as well as licenses. Uses of the cloud include data storage, offering remote access to any work-related data. Mobility. The most obvious use of cloud computing is the mobility that it brings, both to the user as well as to the corporate and business users. Many of us are already familiar with some cloud computing services like Google Docs or even email services. With these apps, we can access documents or mail that is not stored on our PCs but is available to use because it is stored on a cloud or remote location. Advantages of cloud computing: less costs. The services are free from capital expenditure. There are no huge costs of hardware in cloud computing. You just have to pay as you operate it and enjoy the model based on your subscription plan. 24/7 availability. Most of the cloud providers are reliable in offering their services. The workers can get onto the applications needed basically from anywhere. Some of the applications even function offline. All-over functioning. Cloud computing offers yet another advantage of working from anywhere across the globe, as long as you have an internet connection. Even while using the critical cloud services that offer mobile apps, there is no limitation of the device used. Automated updates on software. In cloud computing, the server suppliers regularly update your software, including the updates on security, so that you do not need to worry about wasting your crucial time on maintaining the system. Security. Cloud computing offers great security when any sensitive data has been lost. As the data is stored in the system, it can be easily accessed even if something happens to your computer. Disadvantages of cloud computing. Network connection dependency. In order to get the benefits of cloud computing, your business must always have an internet connection. You need a network to be able to use your virtual machines. If you lose your network connection because of a storm or an outage, you may experience some downtime. Limited features. Not all cloud providers are created equally. When you use cloud computing for storage and backup, you should ideally be working with a provider who offers the value of unlimited bandwidth. You may also experience limited storage space or accessibility. Loss of control. You are essentially trusting another party to take care of your data. You are trusting that they will maintain their data centers and servers with the same care as you would, if not more. You have to trust that your provider's data centers are compliant and secured both physically and online. Security. Cloud hacking cases have shown that not all cloud providers are as secure as they claim to be. As a business, you can't afford to have sensitive information about your company or your clients fall victim to hackers. One of cloud computing's greatest disadvantages is that you don't always know which providers you can trust. Technical issues. If you experience any technical issues, you have no choice but to call your hosted provider's technical support for help. You cannot fix your cloud computing problems in-house, and some providers do not offer around-the-clock technical support. Types of cloud computing. There are 3 different ways to deploy cloud services: on a public cloud, private cloud, or hybrid cloud. Public cloud. Public clouds are owned and operated by a third-party cloud service providers, which deliver their computing resources like servers and storage over the internet. Microsoft Azure is an example of a public cloud. With a public cloud, all hardware, software, and other supporting infrastructure is owned and managed by the cloud provider. You access these services and manage your account using a web browser. Private cloud. A private cloud refers to cloud computing resources used exclusively by a single business or organization. A private cloud can be physically located on the company's on-site data center. Some companies also pay third-party service providers to host their private cloud. A private cloud is one in which the services and infrastructure are maintained on a private network. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid clouds combine public and private clouds bound together by technology that allows data and applications to be shared between them. By allowing data and applications to move between private and public clouds, a hybrid cloud gives your business greater flexibility, more deployment options, and helps optimize your existing infrastructure, security, and compliance. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. The purpose of cybersecurity is to help prevent cyber attacks, data breaches, and identity theft, and can aid in risk management. Types of cybersecurity threats. The process of keeping up with new technologies, security trends, and threat intelligence is a challenging task. However, it's necessary in order to protect information and other assets from cyber threats, which take many forms. Ransomware is a type of malware that involves an attacker logging the victim's computer system files, typically through encryption, and demanding a payment to decrypt and unlock them. Malware is any file or program used to harm a computer user, such as worms, computer viruses, Trojan horses, and spyware. Social engineering is an attack that relies on human interaction to trick users into breaking security procedures in order to gain sensitive information that is typically protected. Phishing is a form of fraud where fraudulent emails are sent that resemble emails from reputable sources. However, the intention of these emails is to steal sensitive data, such as credit card or login information. Benefits of cybersecurity. Business protection against malware, ransomware, phishing, and social engineering. Protection for data and networks. Prevention of unauthorized users. Improves recovery time after a breach. Improved confidence in the product for both developers and customers. Cyber ethics. Cyber ethics is a set of moral choices that individuals make when using internet-capable technologies and digital media. The acceptable behavior in the real world is also acceptable in cyberspace. Examples of moral conduct in both physical and virtual environment include showing respect for others, being honest, not stealing from others, etc. Guidelines to cyber ethics and safety for students. Schoolwork. Do use the internet to help you do your schoolwork. Don't copy information from the internet and call it your own. Music, video, games, and copyrights. Do use the internet to learn about music, video, and games. Don't use the internet to download or share copyright material. Email and instant messaging. Do use the internet to communicate with friends and family. Don't use the internet to communicate with strangers. Don't pretend to be someone else. Don't be rude or use bad language. Don't share personal information or passwords with anyone. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, AI, is an area of computer science that emphasizes on the creation of intelligent machines that can work and react like humans. It includes learning, the acquisition of information, and rules for using the information, reasoning, using rules to reach approximate or definite conclusions, and self-correction. AI can be categorized as either weak or strong. Weak AI is an AI system that is designed and trained for a particular task. Virtual personal assistants such as Apple's Siri are a form of weak AI. Strong AI is an AI system with generalized human cognitive abilities. When presented with an unfamiliar task, a strong AI system is able to find a solution without human intervention. AI has already entered many areas of our working and private lives. By means of smart algorithms, machines today are capable of doing incredible things with facial and speech recognition, such as Alexa and Siri. With error rates under 5%, many systems can perform better than humans. Examples of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, AI, is all around us. Whether you're aware of it or not, AI has a big effect on your life as well as your business. Here are some examples of AI that you may already be using daily. Artificial intelligence in business management, spam filters, smart email categorization, voice-to-text features, smart personal assistants such as Siri, Cortana, and Google Now, automated responders and online customer support, process automation, sales and business forecasting, security surveillance, smart devices that adjust according to behavior, artificial intelligence in e-commerce, smart searches and relevance features, personalization as a service, product recommendation and purchase predictions, fraud detection and prevention for online transactions, dynamic price optimization. Artificial intelligence in different types of technology, automation, machine learning, machine vision. It is used in a range of applications from signature identification to medical image analysis. Natural language processing, NLP, the processing of human and not computer language by a computer program. One of the older and best known examples of NLP is spam detection, which looks at the subject line and the text of an email and decides if it's junk. Robotics, a field of engineering focused on the design and manufacturing of robots. Self-driving cars. These use a combination of computer vision, image recognition, and deep learning to build automated skill at piloting a vehicle while staying in a given lane and avoiding unexpected obstructions such as pedestrians. Advantages of artificial intelligence. Low error rate as compared to humans if coded properly. Incredible precision, accuracy, and speed. Not affected by hostile environments, thus able to complete dangerous tasks such as mining and digging fuels that would otherwise be hostile for humans. Predict what a user will type, ask, search, and do. They can easily act as assistants and can recommend or direct various actions. Interact with humans for entertainment or a task as avatars or robots. They can think logically without emotions, making rational decisions with less or no mistakes. Don't need to sleep, rest, take breaks, or get entertained, as they don't get bored or tired. AI decreases the time taken to perform a task. It enables multitasking and eases the workload for existing resources. Facilitates decision-making by making the process faster and smarter. Disadvantages of artificial intelligence. Can cost a lot of money and time to build, rebuild, and repair. Robotic repair can be done to reduce time and humans needing to fix it, but that will cost more money and resources. Cannot work outside of what they were programmed for. Prevents sympathizing with emotions for human contact, such as in being nurses. This can also reduce wisdom and understanding. Prevents occurrence of common sense. Even if coded with common sense and to learn, it seems hard for them to get as much common sense that humans could. Replacing jobs can lead to severe unemployment. Humans can become too dependent on AI and lose their mental capacities. Machines can easily lead to destruction if put in the wrong hands. Machines may be able to store enormous amounts of data, but the storage, access, and retrieval is not as effective as in case of the human brain. Able to perform repetitive tasks for long, but do not get better with experience like humans do. Risks involved with artificial intelligence. With regard to the use of AI, there are two principal risk categories. There are risks connected with society and humans, and on the other hand, there is a risk of dependence on technology. Many are concerned about machines and AI taking over human activities. Currently, the impact of AI is seeing a great need for data scientists and developers. But in a few years from now, machines might be able to do these jobs better and faster. There is a risk of becoming too dependent and unable to reproduce how a machine or algorithm has come to a conclusion. Neural networks, which have millions of connections and interactions, make decisions that cannot be explained due to lack of communication skills and the complexity of thought processes.